There have been many question marks over the fitness of Shreyas Iyer for what feels like pretty much the entirety of 2023. Remember, he got injured during that fourth and final test of the Border Gavaskar Trophy between India and Australia, missed out on the IPL, underwent surgery and intense rehabilitation. Finally was able to make his comeback during the Asia Cup, but then ahead of that second match against Pakistan during the Super Fours, he once again unfortunately felt a back spasm and since then has not actually featured in the playing 11 for India. It's a bit of an unfortunate thing really, because one of the problems with Shreyas' career, why it's been so start-stop, is due to him missing a huge amount of time really spent on the sidelines due to one injury or the other, and it rarely, if ever, is, let's say, an infrequent occurrence. It's happened so much that at this point it really does feel like it has hampered his career. The good thing is that team management have shown plenty of faith in him, and even now it seems like he is in fact in the thoughts of team management. He's not someone who they want to dump, but they may or may not have no choice if things don't start improving soon. Now, before we get into the details of this video, it is worth noting that ahead of the match against Bangladesh, the BCCI sent out a notice saying that he has been recovering much better, and we have also seen plenty of visuals, whether it be pictorial evidence or video evidence, that he in fact has been practicing regularly in the nets. Unfortunately, he's not been declared match fit yet, but is that something that may come back to haunt him? Well, it is worth noting that that second back spasm which came, we mentioned it came just about before the second match between India and Pakistan in the Asia Cup that was set to take place in the Super 4. He ended up getting that back spasm, and ever since then he has thankfully been batting and training in general. There have been pictures of him, there's been videos of him, but as of right now we don't have an official timeline as to when exactly it is that we can expect to see him back in action. And this has naturally led to a lot of people being concerned and maybe speculating about whether or not he would be making it to the team, the squad for the World Cup, which, may I remind you, he has been named in India's provisional squad. But it does seem like the BCCI does have a contingency plan, because they too feel that maybe it is a bit of a touch and go situation. Now, when I say it's a touch and go situation and when I say that he may miss out on the World Cup, it is worth noting that nothing as of now is official. He could miss out on the World Cup because if it is found that he's not being declared fit on time, or if he ends up having a relapse of that injury, which, let's be fair, we have seen things like this happen before, it is very much a possibility, then they may be forced to take a call on him and say that, you know what, because of course you'll remember that they can make changes to the provisional squad before the 28th of this month, and even afterwards they can be made the changes, but they would need to be formal processes put in place. But the BCCI would like to know beforehand. That being said, right now things do seem a little touch and go, and the Indian team have in fact started planning or making contingency plans in case they have to move forward without the presence of Shreyas Iyer. It is why we are seeing in this current Asia Cup match against Bangladesh, which is for all intents and purposes a dead rubber, given that India have qualified and Bangladesh already eliminated, it's why you're seeing a Tilak Verma in action. Now, Tilak, of course, does provide you with a couple of other advantages, if he is in fact named in that squad, because he not only is a left-hander, but also is a handy off-spinner, so might actually give India another bowling option, because right now the three spinners in the squad, you have two who are left-arm orthodox in Akshar Patel and Ravindra Jadeja, and in Kuldeep Yadav we have a Chinaman or a left-arm wrist spinner. So there is every chance that Tilak, who was rather surprisingly named in the squad for the Asia Cup, could very well replace Shreyas Iyer in the World Cup squad as well. Now, it would be unfortunate in many ways, but such is how, let's say, sport at the elite level works. It's a major setback if it is indeed true that Iyer is right now 50-50 when it comes to his fitness. Of course, the team management is going to be giving him as many chances to recover as is possible, because even in the rather brief innings that he played against Pakistan, he did look good. He was playing some attacking shots, got out early, but ever since then we haven't seen him play, and then unfortunately he ended up getting that back spasm at the worst time possible. So the update is that the BCCI is still sticking with Iyer and still hoping that he could in fact be back to full fitness before the World Cup, but if he isn't, they at least do have a backup plan in the form of Tilak Verma. What are your thoughts on this entire matter? Do you think, would you like to see Tilak replace Shreyas, or maybe someone from outside the fray like, I don't know, Sanju Samson? You guys can let us know that in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, leave us a comment as well, follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget to download the AajTak app, and if you're already on the channel, go right ahead and check out some other videos we've done. For now though, from my side, it's goodbye.